All right, guys. Anthony here, Subaru Service. Andrew's truck, King Ranch. Uh, got the cab off. It is studded, and I mean, maybe if I moan and groan enough on these videos, people will start changing what they do. There was just, I mean, it ran, it worked. I mean, it's got head gaskets are gone. The IPR delete was leaked. Well, look, it's leaking. And I don't even have no coolant in it. IPR delete's leaking. But a lot of it, let's see, the negative cable. I mean, that sucks how bad that's bent right there. Just, I mean, tweaked. And the hole was drilled out and a bigger bolt was put in it, which, whatever. I mean, we can deal with that. That'll be fine. This harness right here, well, the AC, I know I'm bouncing around here, deal with me. I didn't put it on the AC manifold line, that's pretty expensive. That's almost $200 for this line, for the whole manifold line and everything. That is bent to hell. That should be facing the other way. Should be facing that way. It's completely twisted, and then we've got some spots here, like right there, where it's chewed away. And then there's another spot on here where it's chewed away. And this one is all bent too. The high side connection is bent. You can kind of see right there where it's been wearing, it's been rubbing. I would like to suggest to put a new manifold line on it. It's called the manifold, AC manifold. Sucks. Well, and another one is, I know a lot of you guys like the worm gear clamps. There's certain places I like it too. But on the lower rad connection here, on the upper radiator hose connection, the degas bottle, every single hose clamp on this entire truck has been replaced to worm gear clamps. What a freaking drag. I mean, it sucks. I mean, that sucks. I mean, and I know each his own with it, but if you put them on, you place them right with a new hose on it, the spring clamps actually freaking work. That's disgusting. Look at that. Yeah, we kind of had to fight to get that one out a little bit. They're back there blowing, so I don't have this where I can pause it. So, but hang on. Stop. Okay. Yeah, don't shut that hell up. All right. Okay, your main engine harness line. You can see right here. Okay, it's not supposed to go like that. They had it going all the way outside of the tensioner. Outside of it. It doesn't. It goes in between these two right here. And on this model, only 03s and early 04s are not supposed to go behind the fuel line. This year of truck, you can see this is all chewed to hell right down there because it's been sitting there rubbing on the freaking foot of the head. It's just rubbing on there. That's freaking horrible. That's just asking for disaster right there. So okay, that should go around behind the line, over in between the tensioner. You know, this is a dual alternator, so it's got the bracket that goes on it, but it'll still go behind it. Right here, cam sensor wire, that is the crank sensor and AC. Okay, and it's rubbing right there. You can see where it's been rubbing. I mean, I know it's hard to actually see a certain shape point because I'm twisting it, but here's another one right here. Okay, this cam sensor wire should go behind those fuel lines and down in there and go down and be behind everything, out of the way. Instead, it's been sitting right there on the thermostat bolt. Okay, it's been sitting on it right there. Now, whatever, you know, I mean, we didn't have electrical issues on this truck yet. You know, I mean, the alternator wiring, I mean, it's just, there's a lot of stuff on this harness, honestly. I mean, with what we're doing, this is a good looking truck. It's a real nice truck. I'd put a new harness on it. New harness and a new Fickum harness. Just put new wiring on it. Look at this. I mean, we've got all, I mean, they're new pigtails. That's what's a freaking drag. You put enough freaking pigtails on something and it warrants replacement. I mean, I haven't tore it apart yet, looked at it, I don't know, but this stud goes on the back and the bolt goes on the front, and then that's where this retainer right here is for. When you got it routed, it's been bent kind of, and then the hot line for the alternator curves around. Granted, it's got memory of how we don't want it. It goes like that onto there and around. The problem with this is it gets memory of how it was, and it really freaking just, I don't know. I mean, we don't have to put an engine harness on it, but I'm gonna strongly suggest we put an engine harness. There's a whole bunch of pigtails on it. I mean, that's a new pigtail. That freaking sucks. But look at this. Isn't that, we only had one tab broke, which that's cool. It had an early model Y pipe on it with the heat shield attached to the Y pipe, but it had the heat shield bracket on and it was bent. I mean, let's not do that, you know. You don't need this bracket unless you're going to put the bolt-on heat shield. And the heat shield is real easy to drill off. I mean, you can, I mean, worst case, even if all you have is an early model heat Y pipe like that right there, if that's all you have, take the nut off right there and drill out the rivets. I mean, honestly, seriously, that's what I would do. And then just lightly cut these off, and then get the 07, the late model heat shield. The late model heat shield is a better heat shield. It covers everything better. It's just better. Which, you know, I don't know, whatever. I'm just throwing stuff out. Look like a brand new freaking turbo. I think we'll clean the flanges on that and not even break that thing down. Look at this, guys. For once, had a band clamp right there. Came out real easy. Did not have to cut nothing. It's freaking awesome. But the clamp where it goes to the transmission dipstick was real close. I might go ahead and move the clamp back here. Move where the band clamp goes together. I'll put that back how it was. That was pretty, I mean, that worked out pretty good. You could tell it was leaking. Let me find it. You could tell it was leaking, but it wasn't leaking externally, which was perfect, if that makes any sense. Like right here. It was holding it right there. See all the black soot where it was? It was holding it. It was leaking a little bit out of the joint, but not enough to really notice. That was pretty cool. Let's see. Who knows what else we got here? I don't know. We're just cleaning parts up, getting stuff. There's some of the clean parts. Took the reservoir off. All the power steering fluid is out of the truck. The brake fluid is out of the master cylinder and the ABS block. We'll flush all that out and replace all that. Obviously fan clutch. I'd really like to put a fan clutch on it. But you know, what else we got? It is profusely leaking oil. Leaking, and you can see where the coolant has been leaking from the IPR. Let's see what kind of head gaskets they put on here. Ford. Can you see that? Oh, you can't really see it, can you? They're Ford head gaskets. It's another, I mean, honestly, Felpros are a lot more forgiving. Would be a lot more forgiving. You can see that thing. That's funny. What else is there? I don't know. Not much. I mean, it ain't too bad. I mean, I know I bag on it a little bit, but whatever. It ain't too bad. Just some of the stuff where bolts were in the wrong place and stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. Whatever. But I would really like to, that little spot right there, many freaking trucks are plagued from one spot on the cam sensor. That's the cam sensor right there. That will cause this truck massive issues. I have not cleaned it up yet. I mean, it looks like it's burnt together. It looks, I have not even touched it yet. I just unplugged it. And if it's burnt together and I peel it apart, I mean, what, put a pigtail on that? Seriously? No, there'll be a point where I really push for just replacement. Get an engine harness, put it on right, route it right, never have an issue, because it's been caught. How that's sitting, that will be an issue. So will that. Eventually it would have been an issue. I mean, you know, we're missing Not that it matters. I don't know. Some of this I get to nitpick, and I need to not do that. Whatever. But I like them to be good. What else we got? I don't know. This is Andrew's truck here. Got the cab off. I haven't painted the bottom because we know we're doing lifters. So once I get the engine out, then we'll re-clean the frame again, and then we'll paint the frame when the engine's gone. I did get the top painted. It was rusted. There was some rust on that bad boy. There was some rust. Oh my God, cab mounts. Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, it's freaking gone. Gone. Look at that. That one don't look bad. That one don't look bad. That one's pretty much there. The front two are pretty good. Let me walk around here. Pretty good. That one's pretty good. So, I mean, all I would really push really hard for would be the back two. Look, that one's gone. Oh, you can't really see it. See it? There's no rubber in there. The rubber's completely gone. So the back two would be really nice. Just get the back two cab mounts. Some little bastards are expensive, but getting the back two would be nice. What else we got? I don't know. I always forget what a bunch of the stuff that I was going to mention whenever I actually start going on a video. Forget some of the stuff that when I was taking it apart. But oh well, we're about done. We're gonna break it down some more tomorrow. Probably get the heads off, get engine out. Everybody's back there working. So yeah, I mean, the engine harness, man, I'd really like it if you think long and hard about an engine harness, because those freaking, all these spots, how everything's all ran and routed, freaking sucks. I mean, we ain't got no problems right now, but you got to remember, right now we're disrupting it all too. We're moving it all. So, and I mean, I'm going to have a hard time putting it back how it was. You know, I'm going to want to route everything back how it should be. So I have seen in the past that by reusing stuff, that we have a massive risk of, just because it's used to being right here and it's not dug into it yet, when I go to move it and I put it where it's supposed to be back here, we could have issues, you know, because I mean, that one you can really see how it was digging in right there. And I haven't exposed it yet. Like I said, I haven't done anything with it yet. We'll find out if engine harness is even in the cards, if we even can. Because if that's the case, we'll just ditch this whole thing and go ahead and get one. Because then it'd be like, oh, freaking, it'd be pretty. All good. No worries. Be nice. All right, guys. I can't think of anything else. Who knows? Yeah. Cab off. That's all we're getting done. All right, guys. Have a good day.